June 22nd, 2024 marked an historic moment for Spencer as residents woke up to rising floodwaters that inundated hundreds of homes. While the community continues its recovery, one organization is working to document that historic event. Here's KTIV's Ellen Ide.
To see the devastation, we got to town as quick as we could, and it was so overwhelming. So we initially jumped in with both feet and started helping with cleanup.
Nearly everyone in Spencer, Iowa can recount the morning of June 22nd, 2024. For Susan Christensen, cleanup was just the beginning of her flood recovery work. She knew that a pen and paper were her most powerful tools.
Many people have shared with me that they have found it healing to even just speak it out and to go to those dark corners that they haven't always shared with people.
These stories can serve as a therapeutic outlet for individuals, allowing them to recount and preserve a significant part of local history for posterity.
I have lost 3 individuals since the interview process began. An older gentleman that was rescued by canoe that recently went to be with God, and then another gentleman who had been diagnosed with cancer shortly thereafter. So I feel it's great that we have mobilized quick enough to capture those stories.
Christensen connected with Arts on Grand, a nonprofit that was also documenting the historic flood in the form of a memoir book, and they want to collect as many stories as possible.
We want people to be able to tell their story as they lived it. We're kind of asking, where were you when you realized you were in trouble? How did you get out of that situation? How has it impacted you, and where are you today?
Being a nonprofit, Arts on Grand is raising funds for publishing and production of the memoir book. The goal is to have the book done by the 1-year anniversary of the flood. In Spencer, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.
Now, if you have a story to tell or you'd like to donate to the project, simply look for more information inside the story at ktiv.com.